This episode of Attack on Titan final season on episode 79 was crazy, or episode 4, or part 2, or whatever number that seems fitting for you overall. Anyways, oh my gosh, this episode was just insane. I mean, I was just waiting for that moment to come, you know? I remember when I read this in the manga, I didn't think much of it, but later on, after rereading it and talking with people and seeing the commentary and so forth, oh my gosh. If anything else, don't be too surprised at what happens if this summary or recap becomes very short, because there's nothing much I can really say unless you watch the episode itself, so please forgive me. So if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that Zeke ends up looking at the memory of Eren when he was a baby and Grisha's being a good father, you know? Even right now, Zeke's like, well, nicely done, Grisha. You forgot your first family while you're loving your second one. Nicely done. And we have to it that, Zeke and Eren continues to go through Eren's memories, you know, or something like that, etc. Or the memories of Grisha possibly as well. So if anything else, let's continue. We have to it that we see one scene with Grisha apologizing to Zeke in his sleep, and he ends up seeing someone that might be Zeke and says, no way, that can't be him. That has to be some bearded old man. That can't be Zeke whatsoever, you know, etc. So I go this is where things kind of gotten very, crazy and shocking at the same time when I remember reading this. I'm like, what's going on here, dude? You know, that kind of thing. And then as the episode continues on, you know, it seems like to me Grisha seems to be doing well as a father here and there, but eventually when it comes to this one scene where Eren wants to join the Survey Corps, we have to Grisha ask Eren, why do you want to go outside the wall? And we have to Eren says this to Grisha, saying, I want to go outside the wall because there has to be something out there. Otherwise all the lives that we lost and spent are meaningless, you know, that kind of thing. It was pretty crazy and devastating in a certain way, you know, depending on the situation. And we have to it eventually. We see that Grisha continues his way and told Eren that I'm going to show you the secret to the basement in the future. You ready for that? You know, that kind of thing. And now we get to the scene where Grisha meets the royal family and asks them to please stop the Titans from eating or killing us. Save my son, save my daughter, save my wife, you know? Even though Frida, which is shown in this memory lane whatsoever, tells Grisha this that we have to accept our sins and accept the fact that we have to be annihilated from this world, you know? Another thing too is that when her eyes change, you know, that kind of thing, saying that we all have to die or something because our sins are too great, it won't etc. So we have to Grisha reveals to Freda about the Attack Titan's future memory inheritance, you know, how they can see the memories of the future and other people's memories whatsoever, etc. And this becomes a big connection because if you guys remember Eren Kruger from season 3, he mentioned something about Armin and Mikasa, and that later on gets passed on to Grisha, you know? And later on, Grisha says he was about to get ready to kill the royal family and all that, and so forth, but he can't do it. He's a doctor that saves lives, not kill lives, you know? And he can't kill children, but all of a sudden, we see Eren right here, talking to Grisha, saying, hey, what the freaking hell are you doing? Did you or did you not start the story when you freaking went outside the wall and your sister getting eaten by dogs? Did you not here to get revenge whatsoever? Remember, you have to avenge Eren Kruger and all those who died who died by your side, remember? So what's the deal? What's wrong with you? Get the freaking hell up and fight. Move forward, you know? And with that motivation from Eren, Grisha ends up stabbing his hand and ends up killing the royal family and takes the Founding Titan, etc. I'm like, oh my gosh, what the hell? And this is where, after the deed was done, Grisha had a crazy mental breakdown, which I thought it was nicely well done. When it comes to, the manga, if I remember correctly, maybe reading it in a certain way or something, Grisha's mind was, screaming out loud, screaming in the air, you know, saying, Eren, is this what you want? Are you happy? I killed the children except the dad whatsoever. And then we have to it as the episode continues on, you know, we have to it that he wails around and screams in mental agony of what he's done here and there. Eventually, Grisha will later on see Zeke and says, Zeke, I'm so sorry, and hugs him real badly and says, I'm sorry for being a pathetic, crappy father, you know? please, you have to stop Eren. Eren will get exactly what he wants, and you won't get exactly what you want. You know, that kind of thing. And we have to. Zeke ends up finishing the memory lane and ends up being shocked to see Eren, and Eren can only stare at him in a look saying, "Yeah, I'm the one that did it," etc. You know, and the episode ends up there. Preview next episode. I'm not gonna say much, but all I can really tell you is that preview next episode is nothing more than from you 2,000 years ago, you know, that kind of thing, which is really gonna be crazy and devastating, because that much I can tell you, because this is where things are about to get really crazy. Oh man, I don't know what to expect anymore. No, actually, I know what to expect, which is gonna suck, but yeah. Anyways, this episode right here, all I can really tell you is that the Attack Titan has future memory inheritance, and it goes the way it wants to go, you know? So all this time, if we can even factor it about the future Eren, convincing and possibly manipulating Grisha to do this and that, leave the dad alive, you know, and so forth, because it's going the way he wants it to, you know? Combine that with that, you know, etc. Yeah. All I know is that future Eren was the one that manipulated the events of what's to come, you know? For Grisha to do the deed, killing the children, the royal family, taking the founding titan, you know, that kind of thing, and so forth. I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, what the hell? Not to mention future memory inheritance, you know? These memories are later on passed down, which is like related to Eren Kruger, you know? Telling Grisha, hey, you gotta make a family, you know, if you want to say Mikasa and Armin for the hell of it, you know, that kind of thing. I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, oh my gosh, you know, oh man. Looking forward to next episode, because this is where it's going to be very hectic. I don't know, but call me crazy Milanakis, but you'll find out soon enough once next week comes. Even manga readers know what I'm talking about. Oh man. So, until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot.